Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a very simple rava idli recipe. Let's see what all we need. We need semolina, we need yogurt, and then we need all the ingredients that you can see over here and a bit more of them that I forgot to just add there. Sorry. So yeah, in a mixing bowl, take the rava, add salt as needed, add the yogurt and mix well. It should form a very thick batter. The idea is to 1 cup of yogurt, to 1 cup of rava, you add 3/4 cup of yogurt and 1/4 cup of water, and that is what you would see me doing. While we are waiting, let me just tell you a few tips or just a few things about the rava idli in general. So this is a no fermentation required idli. That means you just need to keep this batter for 30 minutes and you would be good to go and make idlis instantly. So if you're craving it for an instant idli, this is what you should look for. Second, it is loved by kids and I can vouch for it. I have 4 or 5 kids who have eaten this around me. So I'm really happy about that. Now at this stage, just let this batter be and leave it for 30 minutes. While we are waiting, let's prepare the tadka. In a tadka pan, just take oil, add the mustard seeds, add hing, add urad dal, let them saute them for a couple of minutes and then add your cashews. Let the cashews get brown, and once they are browned, just turn off the flame, add the curry leaves and keep it aside. During those 30 minutes, we can also prepare our idli stand. So just add a few drops of ghee or oil into each mold and just spread it evenly. Again, once the 30 minutes, it's just because you can use this waiting time rather than doing something else. Just prep everything and keep it ready, because the moment you add eno or baking soda, you would need to work very fast. So having everything ready would ideally make the process very simple. Okay, now 30 minutes later, basically you can see this is how it looks. The semolina has soaked up all the curd and the water. At this stage we add in more water, bit by bit, don't add it all at once. I used about a bit more than half a cup of water. You would need to eyeball it and use it, because obviously the kind of rava that is being used and the kind of curd that was used, like mine was a very thick curd, but if yours was not as thick a curd, you might need lesser water. So just gauge and use water as needed over here. And honestly, when this batter is ready, you can still use the same batter and make plain idlis without the tadka. Just add baking soda or eno as you would, and you can just make the idlis this way. I like to add the tadka because I find that gives me a bit more of a bite in the idli, and even my family enjoys the taste of this tadka. So that's what you would see me doing. And this is the idli batter consistency that I was talking about. Here at this stage, I'm going to add the tadka and mix it well. I love the crunch that the cashews and the urad dal give to the idli. That's really, really something. Yeah, so once this is ready, mixed and all well done, you can add in your eno or your baking soda. I'm adding eno, which is why I've added 2 teaspoons. If you're adding baking soda, you just need 1 teaspoon. Ensure that whatever you add, you just now mix the batter only in one direction. Please do not mix it in all directions. That will not help you that will not give the fermentation that we need. And from here on, working quickly, just fill all of your idli molds. Just a tip, if you think you are having batter that will be for more than one batch of idlis, then I would say divide the batter and put in eno as and when you are ready to just put them into the mold, put the batter into the molds. That's it. I'm just filling up my molds, the idli molds with batter, and I will leave it let it steam for 15 minutes in total. So 10 minutes on high flame, 5 minutes on a low flame, and this is your result. Delicious rava idlis are ready. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Till then, stay safe.